Well, you're talking about stories, so let's carry on with our story here with
Yep.
our two new contestants. You mentioned, is this Avery versus Dina, if I'm not mistaken?
That's Avery and Dina. So Dina, the blonde French champion who qualified this morning, actually went to the World Championship last year, finished third behind Diego and Tulio, two incredible dancers.
There you go, the
there
fairy
you
Dina.
go.
And that's the tweet you have to remember if you want to vote for Dina at the end of these songs.
So she is no stranger to this competition and is back in it to win it. Avery as well really said last year she came out here to have fun, and this year she said, you know, when she went out last year, she didn't realize how disappointed she was going to be to not go home a champion. And I think she's really taken, she told me that she'd taken the judges' feedback to heart and was really going to try and work on the feedback that they had given her to try and bring it forward.
So it's Little See Her for Avery if you want to
That's right,
vote
thank you.
for
Little
her.
Sia.
And yeah, so far both girls look very close on point. Both have the same type of energy. The scores are very close, but going slightly more to Avery.
And she's singing along, seems to know all the words.
Slightly more on point, I'd say, for Avery here. Seems to be getting the rhythm more than Dina. Dina is a bit, maybe not relaxed enough into this song.
Or maybe a little too relaxed. I think there's
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you try and psych yourself out of being, you know, in that finding that zone, that competitive zone is, you know, sports psychology exists for a reason. It's not easy to deal with the lights and the cameras and the audience and the moves
Absolutely.
and-
For many of these people, this is possibly the first time they're actually appearing on stage in front of so many people. And for many, many of us, that can be absolutely nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I know actually when I spoke to Avery, she said this is the only time that you know, any type of performance, this is her only real public performance persona.
Wow.
So this is her opportunity to go out there and perform. But if that's not something that you're used to, going out and performing, be it dance, music, you know, spoken word, it can all of a sudden be very overwhelming. But she doesn't seem to be showing any signs of stress. She seems to be loving it.
Absolutely, and unlike Denzel, she's not a professional dancer.
No.
So this must be very, very hard for her, and it doesn't show.
I don't think it's hard for her at all. This doesn't seem to be...
It's a breeze.
Yeah.
She might as well be in her living room with her parents around and just having fun.
I think that's, you know, that's how I would imagine it, although just pretend you're alone in your living room.
Absolutely.
Getting ready in the morning. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the extension, the arms, the movements, they seem to be more complete, more rounded out. But I guess we'll have to see what Celine, the choreographer, scores them.
Okay, well, it looks like Avery might be winning this one. I didn't get a final look at those scores. And yes, Avery goes up on top there in terms of scores. Don't forget that you may be needed to help us determine.
close.
Oh, very close. Wow.